This will be the video for assignment number 2, homework number 2 from the Progressive Rhythm guitar book. And we're going to be doing lesson 3, which deals with the E chord. Let's get to work at learning the E chord. It has 3 fingers. First finger goes on the 3rd string from the bottom on the 1st fret. Second finger goes on the 5th string from the bottom, 2nd fret, and the 3rd finger goes on the 4th string from the bottom, 2nd fret. And you play all 6 strings. When going from an A chord to an E chord, you utilize the slide finger of the 1st finger. You're sliding the 1st finger by leaving the 1st finger down, picking up the second 2 fingers and sliding backwards, and putting down the second 2 fingers. That's how you slide back and forth between the A and the E. You can also slide from the E to the D in the same way. Pick the bottom 2 fingers up, slide the first one, put the other ones down. Remember, when you were going from A to D, you utilized the pivot finger by leaving the 1st finger down. And now we're sliding to the 1st fret and back to the 2nd fret. That only works if you use the fingering for the A chord that's in the Progressive Rhythm book. If you use the one from the Hal Leonard book, which has fingers 1, 2, 3 all in a row, then you just have to pick all your fingers up to make the switch. Let's go over the first exercise, which is A, E, D, E, 4 beats each. And we're going to be strumming 1, 2, 3, 4 for each measure. So we'll do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we switch. Now we switch. Now we switch. Now we're going to repeat it. Now we switch. Now we switch. Back to E. And then we're going to end on an A chord. So a couple of things we should talk about there. You'll see, starting with this lesson and the previous lesson, you have these rhythm patterns. And basically that's each arrow is like a quarter note strum. So you're strumming for a quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you see there's a repeat sign here. Whenever you have 2 dots at the end of the song or exercise, that means you repeat the whole exercise. The next section is the 12-bar blues, which is very important to memorize since it's the basis of a lot of blues and rock and roll songs. Let's turn the page and we'll see 12 measures. The first 4 measures are A chord. Now what happens is the A chord is only listed as the first measure, and then the next 3 there's no chords. That means repeat the first chord for those 4 measures. And then follow the rest. The next line has 2 measures of D, 2 measures of A, and then the 3rd line has 1 measure of E, 1 measure of D, 1 measure of A, and 1 measure of E. Let's try it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now get ready to switch to D. ready to switch back to A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now one measure of E, one measure of D, one measure of A, one measure of E. Then we're going to repeat the same thing over from the beginning. D. Back to A. Now one measure of E, one measure of D, one measure of A, one measure of E. And we're going to end on an A chord, even though it doesn't tell us to, because we always end on the first chord that we start on. That's called the key chord. Turn to Appendix 2 in the back of the book. This gives us a list of a lot of songs that come from that 12-bar blues progression. As you see, as you go down the list, you have Bebop-A-Lua, Hound Dog, Johnny Be Good. That means all of those songs have the same 12-bar blues progression. Let's take, for example, Hound Dog. Let's play that. I'll sing it while we both strum it. 1, 2. You ain't nothing but hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. When they said you was high class, that was just a lie. When they said you was high class, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. And then we're going to end on an A chord. We always end on the chord we start off on. That's called the key chord. Great. Sounded good. Keep practicing that. Memorize it. Let's go back to our next series of exercises where it says new rhythm patterns. So not only can you strum down for each beat, you can also divide the beat into two and strum down up, down up, down up, down up, down up. Or you can say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. In this case, the word and is put in between the numbers. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Remember to hold your pick very lightly. Even if you drop it, it's better than holding it too tight. That promotes a nice flowing rhythm. Also keep the fingers fanned out like this. And it's kind of like shaking water off your hand. So let's try number 3.0 in my book, where it says new rhythm patterns on the A chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the next one is a combination rhythm. You'll see it says 1, 2 and 3, 4. And then you have like a division sign in the next measure. That means repeat the previous measure. So you go 1, 2 and 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, and then this one chord of A. We'll do it together. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1. Good. Now we can apply that rhythm to the next exercise. In my book it's number 4. Depending on what edition you have, it might be a different number. But you'll recognize it because it has the rhythm pattern down, down, up, down, down, and it's over the chords A, E, D, E. This is the one that I want you to practice the most because this is the one you'll be getting credit for your homework. So let's try it together. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, change. 1, 2, and 3, change. 1, 2, and 3, change. 1. Now we're going to repeat that. 1, 2, and 3, change. 1, 2, and 3, change. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to end on an A chord because that's our key chord. Nice. Almost sounds like real music there. The next section says rhythm variations. All of these rhythm patterns can be substituted for each other as long as the music is in 4/4 time, which again means 4 beats per measure. 4 counts, 1, 2, 3, 4 per measure. The next set of exercises, what they want you to do is take that rhythm pattern and play it 4 times in a row. So it goes down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, etc. 4 times in a row without stopping. Depending on how your patterns are labeled, we're going to go down this way, down the column. First this side and then this side. Okay, so first pattern would be A, down, 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 up, down. We'll try that with an A chord. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we keep going. And we end on an A. Nice. If we go to the one underneath that, it's going to be down, down, up, down, up, down. And we can try a different chord with that. Let's try an E chord. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 and then one E chord. The one underneath that, let's go try it on a D chord, and it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. It really helps if you say the words down, up to establish the pattern in your mind. Okay, if we go to the next column, the first one on top would be down, up, down, down, up, down. And let's go back to an A chord for that. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. The one underneath that, we'll go back to an E chord. Down, down, up, down, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 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 1. Nice. The last one we'll have down, 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 up, down, up. Let's try that with a D chord. Down, oh, let's count off first. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 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 that's it for this lesson. Make sure you practice the A, E, D, E with the down, down, up, down, down, number 4 in my book, for your homework assignment to get credit for it.